science fiction?
Yes. Jawaharlal Nehru.
Jawaharlal Nehru University. What do you have to say about the present status of Jawaharlal Nehru University?
I think the portrayal of JNU, which we see in the media, is not as it is showed in outside. The inner environment, as I have experienced, is very, very conducive for the open thinking, freedom of thinking.
Even now?
Yeah, but there is some student politics, but all over the environment is very conducive for the study. And it is also, we can see the NIRF ranking also, we have second rank in the India. So that substantially tells that the JNU is doing really good.
You've been a gender champion. Yes. What do you mean by that?
Sir, technically, the gender champion was a UGC guideline which came in 2015. The mandate was that students should be appointed in colleges or institutions so that they can give a conducive environment for the promoting the gender equality and giving conducting various events so that gender sensitive environment can be created and a society can be created on that line. So I was appointed.
Do you think a lot of sexual harassment is still taking place in offices with ladies?
Yeah, definitely. Yes, sir. Yes, even now, even though we have a sexual harassment.
What are the guidelines applicable for this law?
We have a sexual harassment law which came out.
But began with not a law but a guideline.
Yeah, it came, Nirbhaya guidelines came.
No, not Nirbhaya.
Okay, JH Burma Committee guidelines which came. On the basis of that, sexual harassment law came in 2013. And definitely there are cases. The thing is that gender in our society, we have such a patriarchal society that even women are facing sexual.
Vishaka guideline.
Rajasthan case.
True. Yes.
Supreme.
Now there's a law.
Yeah. Then
what are the essential requirements of that?
Actually, we need to have an internal complaints committee in every institutions so that any case which comes, it can be referred, and there are some provisions that there must be a female member and all that. But the thing is that we have a patriarchal mindset, and many of the times women do not approach ICC because of the fear of social stigma and all that. So I think there are cases, but not all cases are coming out right now.
Let's take you out of this. Tell me, you're familiar with the national flag?
Yes.
Do you know what is the proportion between length and breadth of the flag?
I think I'm not sure, but I can guess. I think it's 4:3. I'm not sure. I'm sorry.
4:3 what?
Length is, I think,
4:3.
yes.
In terms of miles, in terms of meters. No, it's proportion, length and breadth.
Yes, length and the breadth.
3:2 or?
Something, actually, I did not read it like recently, so I'm not able to recall.
Yeah, you aware about the history of the flag, how it evolved, who has designed it?
Yeah, I think Pinaka. Pinali, yes, Pinali. Yeah.
Bengali.
Yeah, Bengali. And it was in 1947, I think 22nd of January.
But it doesn't matter. Date is okay.
Okay.
But year roughly is about 1921.
Yes. Yes.
And did you see any changes thereafter?
In the national flag. After the
Because it's not officially, it's not officially adopted much later.
Yes.
And the constitution was
I
not.
think there in between there was that one flag with Charkha sign also came.
Initially it was the Charkha. Right?
Yes. So then later on we adopted the emblem from the Ashoka the charkha.
उसी की चेंज क्या कह रहे हैं इस वक्त क्या चेंज है वो
At present,
Region.
very recently, I don't think.
No, not recently.
Yeah.
You know, what is
जो
the
लाइन है ना वहाँ पे लाइन है क्या है वो बीच में
Ashok Chakra.
अशोक चक्र में एक लाइन भी है इसमें वो जो नेशनल एल्बम कर रहे हैं बात जो मुंह खोला है शेर का भी
This, of course, this represents the wheel of law.
अच्छा
Yes,
बिल्कुल
okay.
नेशनल फ्लैग
That chakra.
Earlier, it was, it was more related to the wheel, the spinning wheel.
Yes, yes, yes.
That was it.
I'll definitely look into this.
It doesn't matter.
You have already appeared 2 times,
Yes, sir.
but could not make it.
Yes, sir.
What's your self-assessment?
Sir, I think my initial education, which I have done from Noshara, and I think I have some issues with that education. My basics were not very strong, and I was not able to clear the prelims. Both the times I was not able to clear the prelims. So my self-assessment is that I somewhere lack in the practice in question solving. So if next time I appear, I'll
What was the
definitely
written exam?
prelims, UPSC.
Written exam. Written exam.
Yes, I did. I was not able to clear the prelims. In 2019, first I appeared. I was short 3 marks from the cutoff, and in 2021 I was short like 15 marks from the cutoff. So
You never made it to the interview.
this is the first time ever I am facing the interview.
No. What is how will you benefit the government once you are selected?
Sir, first of all, I
There are so many candidates.
yes,
Many are brilliant.
yes.
What can you contribute? Why should government or the board select you?
Yes, sir. Sir, to be very honest, I do not want to be very ideal that I will change the whole system or like that. I want to be very realistic. I am just a cog in the wheel. I will do whatever responsibility I have been given. I'll do very diligently that only. I think if everyone does that, it will make
not
a
only a cog in the wheel. That is, I think if you
I-
remain a cog in the
yeah.
wheel, then you are not a real good civil servant. You have to think about various things.
What I wanted to say that whatever
You also lay down
response.
your own programming to some extent.
Yes. So what I think that what I will do that whatever existing schemes are there, I wanted to. I think we have very good bureaucrats already. We have good plans, but the thing is, implementation part is lacking somewhere. I think I'll more focus on the implementation of present schemes, and definitely will keep on suggesting or doing some modifications.
In
Which
fact, I
are
would like to suggest, if you don't mind this interruption. So, if you say that I would not only like to be a cog in the wheel, which I will,
Yes,
in any case,
yes.
because I'm part of the system,
Yes.
but I will also like to give it a certain direction.
Yes, definitely.
Out of the 3 services, which one you like and
Yeah,
you
my
like to?
first preference is Kashmir Administrative Service. My second is Kashmir Police Service, and third is Account Service.
Why?
The first is Kashmir Administrative Service. To be very honest, I think that is a very dynamic and very opportunistic field.
Opportunistic in terms of-
Yes, sorry.
Opportunity, all one.
I- Yeah, it's
Lot of
opportunity.
diverse-
Holding opportunity.
Yeah, I
Diverse
agree with that.
opportunity.
It can have a negative connotation.
Mm.
That I'll get a direct opportunity to serve the people directly, like making change in the life of the people. So that is my first preference. And police service is also like I wanted to have a field job, not a desk job. So I have filled the second.
What is that?
Just tell what are the post corona effect on social structure as well as on the environment?
On the social structure and the environment. So social structure, the first thing which I will refer is McDonaldization, which is a term which means that our food eating habits have been changing. We have been averting from our traditional foods, and which has created some health issues as well. The another thing is related to our culture or festivals. Like nowadays we celebrate Father's Day, Valentine's Days. There is nothing bad in that, but definitely that is having an impact in our social lives. And environment, definitely the Western culture is based on capitalism, and that promotes consumerist culture. So I think that has created a lot of mindset in our mind that we are running for more and more products and more. Even we do not need something, we crave for that because of the effect of capitalization or the way social media has been.
Don't give more information than is needed.
During Corona period, we have two type of tests. One we used to say RAT and what is RT-PCR.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell about these two
What
tests?
is
Yes.
RAT?
Sir, a rapid action test is when
Rapid, not action.
Action.
rapid
Antigen.
antigen test. Sorry. The thing is, in the rapid antigen test, we just take a slab and it's a rapid test which gives a result in like 1 hour, and it's not very accurate. The accuracy is only 50%. But when we do RT-PCR test, then it is a genome sequencing test which takes much time, but it is more accurate.
Can you tell
No,
the
but
full
now
form?
you
Yeah,
also-
reverse transferase polymerase RT-PCR. I'm not able to recall, but it is actually the DNA and RNA is reversed, so that's why it's a reverse
Corona had a
transferase.
positive or negative impact on the environment pollution, or is it good or bad?
Yeah, I think the lockdown has definitely brought down the air pollution.
Good and bad.
It's good. I think it was good.
Thanks.
Good.
Yes, sir.
You spent 5 years of your youth in Delhi studying DU and JNU. That was the most impressionable phase of your life, I'm sure. What exactly has Delhi contributed to your thought process,
Yes.
your value system,
Yes.
attitudes and beliefs?
Yes.
Yes.
Sir, the most valuable thing which I learned from there was related to gender. When I was in Jammu or
Okay, that is one. What else?
Related to gender, then how to survive
What else?
in life, how to manage the economic of oneself,
Budgeting.
budgeting.
Okay, what else?
Yes, definitely the academics part was one of it.
Economic well-being, oneself.
To be very honest, how to manage our own economic,
But that's economic well-being.
well-being.
That's basically budgeting.
Yes. sir.
No, that's
And-
not.
Yes, and especially in JNU, I have learned the principles of equality.
Equality. What about liberalism, modernism, inclusive approach towards people, social networking? Has Delhi not contributed to these things?
Yes, to be very honest, Delhi is a cosmopolitan city, so definitely I have met different people, so it has definitely changed my perceptions. Like we have some perceptions when we live in villages and like about some religion, about some caste or race or like that. So I interacted with many of my friends which were from different backgrounds. So that also definitely contributed to my personality.
What is the difference between modernism and postmodernism?
Modernism and postmodernism. So, postmodernism is a concept which we can say it's an incredibility towards metaphysics. They try to negate everything in the sense that they question every aspect of life. Like they even question the science, They even question the liberalism, Marxism, communism, in that sense, postmodernism. And modernism, I think it's more related to liberalism.
In JNU, there is a lot of talk of free thinking,
Yes,
and you have a group called Free Thinkers.
yes, sir.
Are they really free thinkers, or this is only a brand which they have created for themselves? At heart, they are just leftists.
Yes, sir. Definitely, there are some people who have done some blunders in the past, like in 2016, which we refer to as stupid gang. But in general, the environment is very conducive for free thinking. The thing is, we have dabas in where we sit. Everyone, doesn't matter from which background we come, from which class we come.
But the general perception is that this is a god of the leftist, Marxist,
Urban-
pseudo-Marxist,
urban nationalization.
pseudo-leftist,
Yes.
Leninist, Maoist
Yes.
ideologies. Is that correct? Right? Wrong? Dirty?
I think JNU is an institution which opposes anyone in the government. Whether
Is
it's
that free thinking? Does it go with free thinking?
I think criticism is a part of free thinking. If you are not thinking,
But
then you will
criticism
not.
alone cannot be a sign of wisdom.
Yes, definitely. That's why I refer to. There are some parties like ISA, DSF, which are manipulating the situations. But in general, the professors and teachers are definitely encouraging us to think.
They say that it's fashionable to talk about the left ideology in JNU. Is that correct?
I do not think there is definitely a stronghold of left in the JNU, but there is no imposition that one has to align with that. We have the
What is
freedom.
social engineering?
Social engineering, it's a term which means that by socialization you change the mindset of someone.
Socialization.
By like propagandas or different methods which can be used.
Thank you.
Now, just to tell you, take this point forward, modern and postmodern.
Yes.
Have you by any chance read the book Postmodern America
No, sir.
by Farid Zakaria?
Yes,
It's a
sir.
telling book.
Yes, sir.
Farid Zakaria.
Sir, I have heard about Farid Zakaria, but I have not read
The
the book.
postmodern America, that is really the postmodern that he was talking about. These are indicates the challenges that we have to reckon with.
I'll definitely look into it.
But
How you see Indian economy presently? What is it is going towards capitalism or socialism or mixed economy? Say something.
I
Presently, at present.
At present, to be very honest, we have a mixed economy at present. Definitely, when different parties come, there can be a little bit alignment towards capitalism or towards socialism. But fundamentally, we have a mixed economy.
Mixed, no, how?
So the thing is, in the capitalism, everything is privatized. But in our mixed economy, we have a mixture
There is
of
a BSNL
public,
has,
private.
there are BSNL, you see,
Yes.
whether the service of BSNL is more appropriate for the consumers or of Jio and others. In the interest, I am busy with interest of the country.
Yes, sir. So at present, definitely.
Go to this railway also and many products.
Yes, definitely,
Oh,
sir.
that's-
There are some good points in the privatization. Like Jio and Airtel have definitely good network than BSNL. But the thing is, we have a large overpopulation in our country. So we need a public good as well.
So why BSNL should not raise its standard? Why BSNL is not at a cost? Because it's a state organization.
Yes.
State.
I definitely believe that BSNL should be.
But not at the state economy. Then capitalism should grow or private economy should grow. Whether you agree?
I think it should be a public-private partnership.
Because socialist word was added. When it was added? In the Constitution of India?
42nd.
Why it was added? Why then it is being, no, socialist word is being diluted
Yes.
by this.
Definitely, there is a situation today when we are moving towards capitalism. But my personal view is that we have to have some public goods so that poor can be benefited. Because sometimes happens like Geo, for example, taking the example of Geo. Geo initially did predatory pricing. So now what happens if it gets a monopoly, then it might happen that 1 GB of data might cost 100 rupees and the poor in India cannot afford. And in that scenario, we need some public good or like BSNL which can compete and make it a duopoly. So in that sense.
Telecommunication
Yes.
by the India
Yes.
is a union of state. India is a union of state or it is a federal state? Federal.
Article 1
yeah, federal.
Article 1 says that India is a union of state. The reason being that even Dr. B.R. Ambedkar in the Constitution Assembly also explained this, that America is a federation of state. The reason was that different states.
Whether you are in favor of this federation, India should be federation of state,
I think
or it should be a
I think it should be union because we have a very diverse country. So we definitely union. Definitely, it was the mentality or the main concept was that we need to have a centralized, tilted.
No, you want
not a exact
one nation, everything one.
No, not one, but it should be a union.
Union.
It should not be like federal, like we have a total independent like state. That may
There
create
are
a certain problem.
then there are 3 lists in this union list, the state list.
Three lists, yes.
If union by then there are 3 lists. If you consider India as a,
Yes.
it should remain as a union.
So the only fact that India is a union, that's why we have to.
So that's why it's called a quasi-federation.
Yes, quasi.
Anyway,
Harjot,
Yes, sir.
you are 2018 pass out.
Yes, sir.
You have done masters in political science and you are also NET in GRF qualified.
Yes, sir.
What are the benefits a candidate gets after qualifying the GRF and this NET?
What are the benefits we get?
One can get
if you join
If you have
Qualifying
qualified
GRF.
the NET, if you have qualified the GRF also, what are the benefits you will get after qualifying this NET in this, which you have already done?
Okay, the first benefit is that I can go for the research work
Uh-huh.
and I'll get a scholarship
Scholarship.
for the time I'll do the research work. And after that, even like I can apply for assistant professor job.
So why you have not done this from 2018 till date?
Sir, I have qualified. I completed my masters in 2021, and from the very beginning, my first priority was civil services, and I was keeping academics as a plan B from throughout my career.
Okay, then there was no need to go for the GRF or NET.
Sir,
If this was-
to be very honest, I tried to align my studies very well. What I did was prepared for the optional.
So my
And
question,
with that I was able
my
to clear.
question is now regarding the national anthem. Who composed and wrote this national anthem?
It was composed by Rabindranath Tagore.
Yeah. And what's the significance of this national anthem? What's its importance?
It shows the diversity of India.
Anything more? Is there mention of God in the national anthem?
Is there a word?
Mention of God. God की जिक्र है इसमें. तो नेशनल एंथम इंडिपेंडेंस से पहले कभी परफॉर्म किया है किसी ने?
Yes, 1911.
हाँ, किसने?
I cannot.
सिंगापुर में. तो ये जो नेशनल एंथम था जन गण मन, ये इसी फॉर्मेट में पहले इसको लिखा गया है?
No, it was in Bengali.
Then after that it was translated into English. तो उसके बाद इसको एक और बार परफॉर्म किया है, सुभाष चंद्र बोस ने इसको परफॉर्म किया 1941। तो उसके बाद